Have you ever created something on a Mac and tried to open it in Windows? Sometimes there could be some formatting issues where it just doesn't look quite right. Years ago, if you created a file on a Mac, you would not be able to even open it on Windows. Nowadays, there's a little bit more compatibility. There's a piece of hardware called an emulation card. This could actually be placed on the motherboard so that the computer can run programs that are designed for an operating system. There's also software programs that are available so that you could actually open up and read a file that was made on another operating system. Text files can be read on all different kinds of operating systems. There's the text format, which is a .txt file. This is strictly text. There's no formatting whatsoever. So no bold, italics, underlining, nothing like that. Then there's also the rich text format, which is a .rtf. This has just a little bit of formatting, so you can do the bold and the underlining and the italics. But these file types will never let you insert graphics or things. They're not as robust as a Microsoft Word. We spoke earlier about how operating systems control our file systems. Well, system administrators are the people who have administrator accounts, which means they've got these rights that can determine what permissions everybody has. We call these user rights. So system administrators, we can add and delete accounts on the computer. They can change account names. They can even add the security access. So I might have more access to a file than you might have as a student. They can also allocate storage space. So they'll say, all right, Johnny, you have access to this file folder, but I'm not going to let you put any files in it that are going to go over 1 gig of storage space. System admins can also determine whether or not I can add software or not. So faculty, I'm sure, can add software on their laptops. However, students, we might not give you access to add software. So bottom line, a system administrator is a person. This person has an administrator account. It's a local account. Anyone with administrator accounts, they have administrator rights. And people with administrator rights have the ability to make all of these modifications. Have you ever had issues with a computer? Well, I'm sure we all have. What we need to do is we need to troubleshoot. So some things to look out for. Incompatibility. We talked about file types. Like, for instance, sometimes a Quicken for Windows file, it may not run on a Mac file. So you got to make sure that your file types are compatible with each other. Another thing might be file corruption. If you don't shut down your device properly, or let's say if you get a virus, your computer is definitely not going to respond appropriately. Let's say also you have a printer that's several years old. You might need to update your drivers. Okay? Drivers can also play a part in troubleshooting. Other times might be when your operating system just shuts down randomly and you receive error messages. A lot of times you just need to restart your computer and things seem to go okay. At the worst case, sometimes you're going to need to reinstall or upgrade your operating system. For help on troubleshooting, Microsoft has online tutorials.